So before we, and we have Pak Kun. Pak Kun will summarize that. Hi, Ibu Sri. Ibu Sri involved a lot with the younger generation a few years ago and put many of our students for the Science Olympic and many winners together with Professor Johannes. So we have Professor AR here. Yeah. So we will start, and we will introduce Ole with an unusual way.
It's an incredible opportunity for the Dark Force to go New World Order agenda on steroids. Here we come, takeover and endgame. Or it's an absolute amazing opportunity for us to transcend this incredibly mad situation we had before.
And the war that's going on too long, closing out the light. Fear controls the mind. The old ways weren't true, and there's nothing normal about the new. We were told they're fighting for the truth. Our freedom's getting crushed under their boots. We're the billions they fit in a room, and we're taking back our power real soon. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
But I tell you, it only takes one strong spirit to be free. The true power of the pyramid is never ever at the top. Instead it's we, the people that can make this global game stop.
And if somehow wake up.
That's an introduction of an artist.
Thank you. Thank you.
What I mean with artist is artist of life. So we just see small part of his artistic. But maybe for start, you can explain the message of the song, who make the lyric, and how you make that video. Is a big budget or a low budget? Because I see some footage was taken in Italy, right? And some in Indonesia. So maybe you can tell. And you play the lead guitar, right?
Yeah, I played the guitar. And
inside?
no, it's music used to be a major part of my life, and my baby is still over there after all of these years. And I made a solo album many years ago that was named From Prison to Paradise. And like anyway, when we've had to move twice because of what I do, or more or less escape from Sweden to Spain, and then 20 years later from Spain here to Bali. And when we were in lockdown in Spain, they opened up a little bit. And one day I was seeing on Facebook, like I have to rewind the tape a little bit, because when we came to Spain to start with, I mean, we had no money, we had no jobs, we had no language, we had nothing. And one of the ways we tried to learn Spanish from was from certain TV programs. And one of these shows was sort of like an X Factor type called Operación Triunfo. And in one of these was one of the contestants, his name was Mo Anton. And so because it was sort of a very special time for me, I remembered the name Mo Anton, so because he was one of these people that we used to follow. And then many years later in 2020, I was contacted by somebody called Mo Anton on Facebook, saying that he had followed me for many years with what I'm doing, and that he just wanted to say he was very grateful for that. And so I wrote back and said, Mo Anton, that's a very unusual name. Is that you? And he said, yeah. And so we started talking, and I always really, I'm very curious about people that follow their dreams, whatever these dreams may be, and really manage to make a life out of it. And he's one of them. So we decided to have a coffee. The only little problem was that he was 800 kilometers from where I lived. So I drove 800 kilometers and we had a coffee, and it was a really, really nice meeting. But I mean, nothing really. And then that in the end of the video, when we're sitting like arms around each other, like smiling like that, that's the only time we ever met in real life. That is the only, that coffee there. And anyway, so when I was about to leave, I said, Mo, you might not know this, but I am also very much into music. And
my solo album is here, you know, on Spotify. If you ever feel like it, you know, have a go at it. If there's any of the songs, you know, turn it upside down, cut it in pieces, make a new song, whatever. And we said, great, and bye-bye. And I didn't think anything more of it. And then after we came here to Bali, one day he sent me this new version of this song, From Prison to Paradise, but it was sort of like he had cut it up and turned it upside down and made a completely new song out of it called Wake Up. And he said, what do you think? And this was a very raw version of it. But I just felt there was something in it. And I said, let's do it. So I started recording guitars here. We started rearranging the song. We added lyrics, all of these type of things. And the more we worked on it, the more I felt that this song is meant to do something out there in the world. It's bigger than any of us that are involved. And so we were doing it on a zero budget project. I mean, I didn't have any money. He didn't have any money hardly. And so we were sending these recordings to each other like this, boom, 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 boom. I mean, I have 100 versions of it. But anyway, in the end, we were starting to really get to feel that this is really coming to something. And then we said, we should make a video, you know. So once again, we didn't have any money, but we had like our cell phones, our mobile phones. And I'm blessed to be in this incredible place called Bali. So instead of needing a budget for $10,000 to go and find some waves, I got on a scooter and I got a friend to film me in the waves down here. 10 minutes down the road. And so I was sending these photos, and he was sending footage from Spain. And then the lockdown was opened up a little bit, so he managed to get to Italy on a little break. And so some of the singing is filmed up in the mountains in Italy. And then he came up with the idea, why don't we film somebody that opens their eye, like the wake up type of thing. And so we started with one person. The first person in the video is my daughter, actually. And then the second one is a friend and also our Pembantu, a beautiful guy here on Bali. And then it just added on. And in the end, we had 100 people from all races, all different countries. There's like Dr. Dolores Cahill is one of them. We have Sasha Stone is another one. We have my spiritual teacher, Nelni Chelaram. There's all kinds of people from all over the world. And that was the whole idea, to bring the whole world together in one song. And also I want to say that there's a sequence where you see me on stage and talking and stuff like that. It is these are very specific places. The first lady I'm sitting together with is the mistress of Lee Harvey Oswald, the man that is said to have killed Kennedy. Her name is Judith Very Baker. She's a very dear friend of mine, and she has opened up a whole new version of what actually went down in Dallas in '63 there. And then I'm at the World Health Organization, no, the World Freedom Alliance and the World Doctors Alliance had a big meeting in the center of Stockholm. That some of the footage is from there. The guy who's playing the acoustic guitar, he's the son of E. Howard Hunt, who is one of the architects behind the assassination of JFK, who has spent his whole life trying to expose what his father was involved in. So it feels a lot like this generation is sort of healing a lot of the bad stuff that our parents was involved in. My parents were also unfortunately involved in these things, but they were not aware of what they were getting themselves into, I think. But just the last few years, I found out that I've been living a double life my whole life without knowing it. My parents had sort of like a complete double life, where they were actually secret assets for NATO. And until the day they died, I had absolutely no idea. So anyway, so this whole thing is a work of love. Budget, absolute zero. The bass player and the drummer are some of the best in Spain, and they volunteered also. So everybody has sort of done it for nothing. And since then, it's been viewed more than 1 million times around the world. Robert Kennedy has been using it. We have it. It's been in Norway, at some big peace demonstrations. It's in Denmark. It's been so it's taking on a whole life of its own, which is absolutely wonderful, I think.
Yes, thank you, Ali. Before Mari and Farah ask you, I just want to ask you just 1-2 questions. So you haven't met yet the drummer, the singer. You haven't met them face to face, are you?
No.
No, yeah. So this is incredible. Because you can see that first, music can unite people.
Yeah.
It's a music, so there is a certain vibration there in the
Yep.
music. But not only can unite people, music also can heal people. Because
Yep.
you tell me that there is just Mrs. Lee Harry Hoffeld and then the son of Edward Hahn. So they are need healing, and then through your song and your lyrics, through music and this lyric can heal many people. So this is a very good way, even, and technology helping us. So this is just one side we see. Just start from Ole. So Mari, you want to explore more? So we want to make like a crescendo, step by step, step by step, step by step.